Ah, fried 200 only two. Yes, yes.
That's right. So you speak in such a way that nobody understands what is the point. No?
That's not a sentence at all.
Yeah.
True, true.
Padma's joined. Start our video.
Where's the co-host, Padma?
She's there.
She's there.
Doing
She's in.
some makeup touches, huh?
But she doesn't need makeup, right?
Gautam.
Hi, Rani.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Rani. Hi, Rani.
Hi,
Hi,
Mahesh.
Rani.
Hi, how are you?
How are you, Maharani?
I'm good.
Leave it?
Half
Hi,
Maharani.
Gautam.
Hi,
Gautam
how
Banava.
are-
How are you, Gautam?
I'm doing fine, uncle. How are you?
How are you,
Nice to
Gautam?
see you,
That's
Gautam.
so cute.
Nice to see you, beta.
Yes,
Ah, so
Gautam.
good. You see, keep seeing Gautam only in the photos. I've not seen them.
What's Gautam doing?
Uncle, I'm doing my master's, uncle.
Masters.
Yeah.
Pune, symbiosis.
Which-
Yeah,
Which-
yeah. I'm doing my MBA. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Good
Hi,
evening,
Padma.
Padma.
Hi,
Hi,
Good
Taj.
evening. Good evening.
Hi,
It's fine, right? Like,
I thought I'm late.
Ah,
Sharp on time.
Hi,
Right
Mahesh.
time.
Hi, how are you?
here comes the ghost, G-host.
Ghost.
G-host.
host.
నీకుంది
Ghost.
రమేష్ నీ గట్టిగా ఉండు వస్తాను ఆ ఉండ జుట్టు కూడా పీకేస్తాను అప్పుడు తెలుస్తుంది
ఎందుకు మా only few guys have got juttu left. Why you want to pull it off?
Like Vijay.
Yeah.
Doc. Vijay's got. Vijay's got
Little.
quite. Doc is also not bad.
Fine.
Mahesh has
Little.
got a lot of.
Mahesh,
Yeah, that is that.
హాయ్ మధు మధు
Yeah.
హేమ is there, Chandu is there. Where is Sachi? She said she'll join us.
Sachi joined. What about Tony? Mona? Tony
Tony said he would join because 11:30 in the morning he's having office, so he'll try. Most likely will join.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me
Ah,
it's try.
yeah.
And that he joined his new work just now, so it's a few days
Yeah.
old, so I don't know.
Actually, we should have had this meeting earlier little because Friday was Middle East holiday and probably.
Yeah.
Friday is the holiday, no? Today.
Today is a holiday.
Hi, Hema.
Hi, Hema.
How's
Madhu.
Ushara, Mahesh? Ushara Nande?
Yeah, Usha, she's fine, man.
Yeah, good.
Now who's Usha?
Anime.
I'm going again doubtly. Anime.
Hi, Nimi, how are you?
Fine, fine. Mahesh, our deepest condolences. We are really pained, Mahesh, to hear this. I mean,
Thank you, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
really painful for all of us.
Yeah, really.
Very true, very true. Anime.
Hi,
Hi, Nimi.
hi.
This is Ramesh.
Hi, doctor. Hi. Hi, Ramani.
Hi, Anime. Hi, Anime.
Hi,
Hi.
Hema. This is Padma here.
Yeah, Padma. Hi, hi. Hi, Vijay.
Hi, Vijay.
Hi. Evergreen Padma, how are you?
Hey, Padman Sulok. I'm Sujata here.
Oh, Suja, hey, Suja, I didn't see you still.
Oh, you didn't see?
No?
Are you
Yeah.
able to see?
We can't
No,
see. You switch on the camera, please.
Oh,
I
okay,
can't,
okay.
I can't see Suja. Is she there?
Sachi.
Oh, Ramesh, wait, I'm coming on.
Camera
I
on.
forward
Jason.
call up Sachi. She said she'll be here.
Usha, can you come here, please?
He's there. But what happened to Chandu?
Can you ask?
Why is your audio? I mean, why is his audio muted?
Audio and
Chandu.
video.
Zoom meet.
Chandu said he would come on the call, Zoom call. Chandu.
Yeah. Ambi is here. Chandu is there.
Leave.
Hi,
Ambi,
Ambi.
yeah, Ambi said he would join.
Ambi
Yeah.
is there
Hi,
already.
Shreya.
Hi,
Suja,
hi,
hi,
Madhu.
Suja.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Suja.
Ambi.
Hi, Suja. Nice
Hi,
to see you,
Ambi. Hi,
Suja.
Madhu.
Nice to see you, Bully.
Hi, Sujata, how are you?
But hi, I'm fine, Mahesh.
See, go a
Mahesh,
little back from
Hi,
the camera
Sonny.
because you're only half.
I can
Yeah.
see
Hi,
Sonia.
Sonia.
I can see Suja now.
hi, Ramesh.
Hi, hi.
Sonia. Ismail is there.
Hi, Ambi. Madhu.
Yes. Good evening.
Sonia is here.
Good evening. Hi, Sonny.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Madhu. Bannava.
Vijay. Vijay. Vijay.
Good evening. Nice to see you.
Salton.
Madhu,
Nice.
Bhavana, Babu.
Suresh. Munna. Munna is
Munna.
better than Suresh.
For Yaradaba's people, Munna is always Munna only.
Munna always.
We cannot forget Munna with his ante.
Sana,
No
how
words.
to get the pictures of all the people?
It's in, if you're in your laptop, you'll be able to get it. You'll have 16. And next, you can go to the next one. View, gallery view.
మహేష్ అన్న చెప్పమ్మా మా అమ్మ ఉదయం మాట్లాడుతున్నారు మీ గురించే.
ఓకే.
మణి ఆంటీ అంట మీ అమ్మ పేరు నాకు తెలియదు.
కరెక్ట్, మా అమ్మ పేరు శకుంతల మణి.
మణి గారు అవును తెలిసిండ్రా అండి మా అమ్మ. she recollected you back.
కరెక్ట్.
మా అమ్మగారు వాజ్ రెగ్యులర్ విజిటర్ టు యువర్ హౌస్.
ఎస్ మీ మామగారు ఎప్పుడు మా ఇంట్లోనే ఉండేవారు.
During Sai Bhajans and all, like.
Correct.
So we remember you always.
Yeah.
That was the center for us.
Correct. Initially, that was the center.
First, very initial centers.
Correct.
From Yard Park.
Yes.
Nice.
I don't want to look like shit.
Hi, Junior Tony.
Damn.
So Tony is well represented now.
Suryo.
Sachi is joining
Sachi
in.
is coming.
Yes.
Sachi is coming online.
Sachi is in.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Sachi.
Hi, Sachi. Hi, beta. How is Sonny? Sonika, how are
Hi,
you?
Sachi. Hi, Sonika.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, Sachi.
this is Ramesh.
Hi.
Doctor, good evening.
Dr. Ramesh.
Hi, Sachi.
Hi, Sachi.
Hi,
Doctor, good evening.
Yeah,
Hi,
good
Sachi.
evening.
Hi,
Hi,
guys.
Sonika.
Hi.
Hi, Sachi.
How are you?
No words to explain your services. You are doing very good service. చాలా బాగా చేస్తున్నారు.
Very true.
Is that Ananta?
No, I don't think
Hi, Padma.
Madhu.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Ramakrishna.
I think Tony's daughter also joined.
Yes. Bibi is joining. Bibiana is joining. That's nice to see the entire lot.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Ram
yes,
is
okay,
Audible.
Yes, Ambi.
Huh?
Yes,
Audible, Ambi.
రామ్ వచ్చాడు. రామ్
Ram is there.
Ramakrishna Rajamani.
Hi, Ma. Hi.
Hi, Ram.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Sachi.
Good.
Good evening.
Hi, Ram.
Good evening.
Ananta is also there.
Tony is also
There.
joined. So,
There.
hi, Tony.
Hi, Ananta.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, my dear.
Good evening. Good
This is
evening.
Ananta's brother, I think.
Yes, Ram.
Hi, Ananta.
Ramakrishna.
Hey,
Hi,
Tony,
Kumar.
how are you, brother?
Hi,
Hi, Sachi. Good evening.
Munna, Madhu, everybody. Good evening.
Hi, Kumar.
Good evening.
How are you, Kumar?
Fine, Vijay.
How are you? Nice to see you, Ram.
Kumar, nice to see you.
Kumar, nice to see you.
Hi,
Nice to
Tony.
see you. Oh, Sujata, good evening. Vijay.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hi.
Good, man, good.
Reach.
Better, right?
Anand, good evening.
Oh, Sachi. Hi.
Hi,
Good
Sachi.
evening. Hi, Sachi. Good evening. So painful here.
Hey.
Hi, Bibi.
Yeah, got to see the flag there.
Good evening, doctor.
Hey, dog.
Hi.
Hello.
Ambi.
Hi, Bibiana. Hi, Ananta.
Ambi
Hi,
is
everyone.
Ambi is Veena.
Oh, hi, Viviana.
Hi, baby. Good evening.
వేణ వేణ వెనకాల కనపడుతుంది.
Nice to see you, Vivian, of long time.
Always, I remember you playing lot of kirtanas and all.
Tony, is it all white? You painted it white.
Hey, Tony boy.
Yeah, it is.
How are you, Tony?
Shall we start?
Right.
Padma,
Yeah, Mary,
shall we
I
start?
think you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mary,
it's 9:05, yeah.
Hi,
So,
Mahesh. Good evening. Hey, Span. Good evening.
Hi.
I think some more to join us.
Yeah, I think we'll start so that when people join, then they can. Is that okay, Mahesh and
Okay.
Tony?
Yeah,
Shall we-
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, the family says yes, so shall we start, right?
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll mute all of you, and so that we'll be able to listen to everyone else, right? And if by mistake, if your audio is unmuted, please mute it so that there'll be less distractions and noise, and we'll be able to pay heed to everyone. Is that okay by all?
Yeah.
Thank
Done.
you. Thank you.
No, they're both there. Videos.
Good evening and welcome to this memorial meet that we've organized for Venkatesh, our own loving Bujji. It is very hard to find words to console the family, as just now a few of us said. It is very as we realize that above us, the God who gives us the strength to sustain ourselves during these troubled times. We will begin this with a 2-minute silence for a number of people whom we've lost in our families of Yerudappa and around, who have become one big family. So we will start straight away with a 2-minute silence for a lot of people who we lost, elders, youngsters, even just before COVID, during COVID, not necessarily due to COVID, but due to other illnesses, and we will pay our respects to all of them. So we will begin with this small 2-minute silence, and before that, we will look at all the people that we wish to acknowledge and pay our respects to. I hope all of you can see the screen, right? So some people come into our lives and quickly go. Some stay for a while and leave footprints on our hearts, and we are changed forever. These are the loving people that we really lost them and who were part of our lives and the big family. Jayaraman uncle, one of the oldest people whom we lost during this period. Our own football Reddy, Srinivas Reddy, Srinu was a great footballer and a sports person, a very loving person. Our Parthasarthi, our Bharta Anna, who was always so much a part of this group. Every day we would listen and hear his voice and see his messages. Our own Janaki, whom we lost during this period. It was very unfortunate. Our Bully, who we lost during this period of 2021. Very unfortunate that we lost such great gems and friends. Arun Mallikarjun Rao, Malik, my classmate, I used to call him Fatso, a Hindi teacher, Narasimham's son. Then Dubal uncle, who was such a stalwart, we all loved him. Guha auntie, Lali's mother, who was such a beautiful, lovely person. We lost her too. We lost Levin Johnson Manariat, Matthew's brother, Taylor Thomas's son. We lost him. Then, of course, we just lost Bujji just 2 days ago. We lost Ravi Coy, very, very handsome, smart fellow who believed in dressing up in style. We lost Sherry and Uncle a little before COVID and this time, but it was a loss. We lost Dixon Auntie, the latest, and she would always be dressed in impeccable style. We lost Dr. Sujata's father, that is Dr. Ramesh's father-in-law. Dr. Gupta, that is Dr. Ramesh's son-in-law, his both parents. Mr. Jyoti Swarup, Premlata's husband. And there's so many people that we lost. And we believe all these people continue to live in our hearts as we pray for each of them. We will now quietly observe 2 minutes silence for all these people of our big family of Yerada Park and surrounding, and so many others. Just let's close our eyes and observe this 2 minutes silence, praying to God to give all the families a lot of strength and their souls attain Satgati and rest in peace. Well, that was the 1 minute silence that we observed, which is standard. And I'm sure all of us prayed for these people and their families. We will just start with a very short prayer song, one verse of Om Asatoma. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Well, that was a short prayer taken from the Bhagavad Gita. Today, friends, we are all gathered in this small memorial tribute, a loving tribute to our beloved Bujji Venkatesh. And it was very young that he really passed away. And Venkatesh, who was fondly called Bujji and from childhood, we all know, was a very smart and intelligent fellow. He always loved to have his friends around him. If you see in some of the photographs that we'll see later, and he loved to belong and call people his own. The third brother among the Suravarapus, followed by Sachi, eldest Mahesh, and then Tony. Elder brother Mahesh was always a father figure to all the three. Handsome and disciplined in so many myriad ways. He was the perfect sportsman as he proved till the end. He fought a brave battle and wanted to somehow live, but God had his own plans that went against all our hopes. He must be smiling from above, saying, how I cheated you, see. and I'm here right up, gleaming. I'm looking at all of you in this meet. Yes, I miss you up there. Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi miss their darling brother very much. We all know. Beyond any words can ever express, feel, or convey. It's their sibling, Bujji, whom they won't ever see physically. Lakshmi, his sweetheart wife, will find it difficult to get over this huge loss. But in their hearts, Bujji will live forever, eternally. You went too soon, Bujji, at 54, which is young considering enhanced longevity. We too miss you very much, Bujji. Your words and smile always remain with us. And I'm sure all of us are echoing these words. We will now listen to the verses from the Bhagavad Gita by Mr. Madhu, very fondly from the Palipantalu family. Madhu. Please unmute, Madhu, your audio and then. Audio unmute చేసుకో మధు చూడు ఒకసారి.
Okay, now
Yes.
is it okay?
So first.
I think I am most comfortable in Telugu.
కరెక్ట్ తెలుగులోనే చెప్పాలి.
ఎందుకంటే ఐఎమ్ మోస్ట్ చాలా సరదాగా ఉంది, హాయిగా ఉంటుంది నాకు.
అందరికీ తెలుగు వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ.
అందుకని I want to start with a Vedic chant first. Then I continue with Gita. Om bhadram karnebhiः shrunuyama devaः bhadram pashyemakshaभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्ट्वागं सस्तनोभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धस्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः. नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्. ओम शांति शांति शांति. तच्छय्यावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगात भेषजं शन्नो अस्तद्विपदे चतुष्पदे. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति నవాని దేహి. మనుష్యుడు ఎట్టు చెగిన వస్త్రమును వదలి నూతన వస్త్రం ధరించడం అట్లే ఆత్మ జీర్ణమైన శరీరమును వదలి కొత్త శరీరం ధరించున్నది. దేహినోస్మిన్ యథా దేహే కౌమారం యౌవనం చరా తథా దేహాంతర ప్రాప్తి ధీరస్తత్ర న ముహ్యతి. జీవునకు దేహమునందు బాల్యము యవ్వనము ముసల్తనము ఎట్లో మరొక దేహమును పొందట కూడా అట్లే. కనుక ఈ విషయమున ధీరులు మోహమునందరు. అన్నాత్ భవంతి భూతాని పర్జన్యాదన సంభవః యజ్ఞాత్ భవతి పర్జన్యో యజ్ఞః కర్మ సముద్భవః. అన్నం వలన జంతుజాలం పుట్టును, వర్షం వలన అన్నము సమకూరును, యజ్ఞం వలన వర్షం కలుగును, ఆ యజ్ఞము కర్మ వలనే సంభవించును. యదా యదా హి ధర్మస్య గ్లానిర్భవతి భారత అభ్యుత్థానం అధర్మస్య తదాత్మానం సృజామ్యహం. పరిత్రాణాయ సాధూనాం వినాశాయ చ దుష్కృతాం ధర్మ సంస్థాపనార్థాయ సంభవామి యుగే యుగే. సంభవామి యుగే యుగే. ఏ కాలమున ధర్మమునకు హాని కలుగును, అధర్మం వృద్ధి నందును, ఆయా సమయములందు శిష్ట రక్షణ దుష్ట శిక్షణ ధర్మ సంరక్షణ ముందు కొరకై ప్రతి యుగమున అవతారం దాల్చున్నాడు అని భగవంతుడు చెప్తున్నాడు. ఓం తత్సత్. స్వస్తి.
Thank you, Madhu.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Really, it was so fitting. And
No,
చాలా బాగా చెప్పావు.
చాలా
తాత్పర్యం కూడా బాగా చెప్పావు.
This is a small tribute, and within a short period I prepared myself. It is a copied one of Ghantala the Great. Only it's a record I just scribbling down right now.
No problem. Very good.
And నాకు ఆకి అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన అక్కకి చాలా, ఎందుకంటే యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు మోహన్ రావు ఆంటీ అంకుల్ బాగా అనుభవం ఉంది వాళ్ళతోటి. అంచేతను తక్కువ మాట్లాడతాను, ఎక్కువ వర్క్ చూస్తూ ఉంటాను మీతో పాటు. ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో పార్కెట్ అనుకుంటూ ఉంటాను అప్పుడప్పుడు అనమాట. ఇవన్నీ చూస్తూ నాకు కూడా కళ్ళ నీళ్ళు తిరుగుతుంటాయి. ఎనీవే థ్యాంక్స్ అలాట్ అక్క. బాయ్, ఉంటాను.
Thank you once again.
Next continue please.
Thank you, Madhu.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Excellent Madhu. Excellent.
Thanks a lot. మాకు ఇట్స్ ఓన్లీ జస్ట్ మై గ్రాండ్ ఫాదర్స్ గిఫ్ట్ అంతే.
Correct.
You did it very well, Madhu. చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు. చాలా బాగా
Fantastic.
చేశారు. Very nice.
Keep it up, Madhu.
Thanks a lot.
Very
Thanks a
touched our hearts. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Continue, please.
We will now one second. Just a second. We'll have to now share. There's a bhajan that Sujata has sung, and I will share that immediately. Because
You mean Dr. Ramesh's wife?
yes, Dr. Sujata, yes, because that this Bujji likes Sai bhajan very much, and so I thought, so I requested her, and immediately she agreed, and so it's very beautiful that she agreed. I'm just sharing that.
సాయి దివ్య రూపం సాయి దివ్య రూపం జ్ఞానకాంతి దీపం సాయి భవ్య నామం సర్వపుణ్యధామం సాయి దివ్య రూపం జ్ఞానకాంతి దీపం సాయి భవ్య నామం సర్వపుణ్యధామం సాయి దివ్య రూపం సాయి దివ్య రూపం ఏ చోటనున్నా ఏ నోట విన్నా ఏ చోట ఉన్నా ఏ నోట విన్నా శ్రీ సాయి చరితం చిదానంద భరితం చిదానంద భరితం చిదానంద భరితం సాయి దివ్య రూపం జ్ఞానకాంతి దీపం సాయి దివ్యనామం సర్వపుణ్యధామం సాయి దివ్య రూపం. ఈ వేళనైనా ఎంత వారికైనా, ఈ వేళనైనా ఎంత వారికైనా సాయి వచన సారం కైవల్య తీరం, కైవల్య తీరం, కైవల్య తీరం. సాయి దివ్యనామం జ్ఞానకాంతి దీపం సాయి దివ్య రూపం సర్వపుణ్యధామం సాయి దివ్య రూపం, సాయి దివ్య రూపం. మా సాయి బాబా మనసు వెండి కొండ, మా యోగి బాబా మాట మల్లెదండ. సాయి చేయి చాలువా వేల కోట్ల విలువా, ఆ లీలలన్నీ వినుతి చేయగలవా. సాయి దివ్య రూపం జ్ఞానకాంతి దీపం సాయి దివ్యనామం సర్వపుణ్యధామం సాయి దివ్య రూపం, సాయి దివ్య రూపం.
We really have to thank Sujata for that beautiful Sai Bhajan, and it has such a world of meaning. So we believe that all religions say the same, whether it's the Hindu Dharma or the Christian faith or the Islam. They say God is everywhere and God is the same. And He is the one who has to give us comfort and strength when we need. Thank you, Sujata, for that beautiful bhajan. And is she there beside you, Ramesh? Okay, she must be busy. So, but we will convey our thanks to her. And it's so beautiful. Right? We will now move to a very beautiful reading from the Bible by Vijay, all the way from Oman, and such a close family friend, Vijay. Please unmute and
Yes. Thank you, Ramni, for giving me this opportunity. Of course, I'd like to do it for Mahesh, Sachi, Tony, because they are just like my family itself. Okay, this reading is taken from the Holy Scriptures, from the Holy Bible, from the book of Psalms, 128th chapter. I'll read it and just I'll like to explain a little essence of the reading, what I'm going to do now. Blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands. Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thine house. Thy children like olive plants round about thy table. Behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth the Lord. The Lord shall bless thee out of Zion, and thou shalt see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life. Thou shalt see thy children's children, and peace upon Israel. The essence of this particular chapter, we all have to fear God. So when you fear God, you will receive his blessings from above. So God will always be answering your prayers when you fear him. So the fear of the Lord is very, very important in our lives and in our personal lives. Our God is a loving God. He's very kind-hearted. He's merciful. And when you pray, our God, he will answer all our prayers. And we have to walk in his ways. God's ways are immense, are very holy, actually, God's ways. So to follow God's ways, it's very, very difficult. But at least we should try to walk in God's ways. Some of the few things are you have to pray, you have to pray every day. You have to help the poor and the needy. You should have a forgiving heart. And then you have to honor your parents. You have to honor, respect your father and mother. You have to respect your elders, and you have to love your children. And of course, there are many other ways what God likes. And then you have to work hard. How hard you work is important. How much you earn is not at all important. But when you work with honesty, you will receive your reward. And then when it comes to your wife, honor and respect your wife at all times. And wives, be obedient to your husbands, because you and your household and your children will be fruitful in the coming days. And your behavior and your upbringing of your children will, and your spiritual life will have an effect. And it is important for the blessings from above, from God. Fear of the Lord will give you the opportunity, and blessings also will give you the opportunity to see your children and your children's children. So that is a blessing what he gives to all of us. And once again, my heartfelt condolences to Mahesh, Tony, Sachi, Sonika, and all family members, and to Bujji's wife, Lakshmi, and the children. He was such a loving guy. We really miss him. Thank you, Ramni, once again for the opportunity you gave me. Bye.
Thank you, Vijay. That was really a very beautiful sound. And you spoke about the essence at the end. It's true. Sometimes when we lose someone very close to us, our family, we lose all hope in God and we wonder, why is God doing this? No, not to our family, not to me, not to snatch away someone from my family. But we realize after 1 or 2 days or 3 days that it's only God who gives us comfort, whichever name we call, whether we sing a bhajan or we say a prayer, or we just silently speak to Him in the depths of our heart. And I'm sure that's what all of us are doing. And I can see Tony pondering and maybe thinking it's right or wrong. But we are all with your family and we all stand with your family. Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi. We are there. We can't bring him back, but we stand by him. We now have a beautiful hymn sung by Sonia Verkey, Sonia Matthew, all the way from Kerala, which says again, I keep trusting in the Lord. Sonia. Unmute and then sing, Sonia. Please unmute, Sonia. Sonia, we can't hear you. Unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ramni. I didn't get that. What do you want me to do?
No, I just said I can see Tony.
Tony.
No, before that I said Tony. I mentioned your name, Tony. Right? Now Sony will sing a hymn. After
Sonia.
that,
Can
Sonia
you-
Matthew. Yeah,
Can you-
Sonia Matthew, Tony. After that, you will speak. Right?
Mary, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So good evening, and I would like to thank Mary for this opportunity. I would like to present this hymn in tribute on my behalf, tribute to the Mahesh, Tony, Sachi, and the extended family members. Please forgive me or bear with any of the flaws in my singing. All right. So Psalm 132, verse 9. Sing to him, sing praise to him, tell of all his wonderful acts. Lord my God, when I am awesome, Consider all the works that hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, that are universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And I shall come, with shouts of adoration, and take me home. Oh, joy shall fill my heart, and I shall pass in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how
Oh, very beautiful, Sony. Thank you, Sonia. That was such a beautiful psalm and hymn, and you really poured your heart out in singing.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
Well, there are so many memories that each of us would have with Bujji, Venkatesh. And I would love to call on our big boss and kind of big brother, Ramchandran Chandu, because he was the one who brought us all together under one roof, one group, back to the roots in 2014. And from then on, this group in various ways has been going. And we've become one big family that we keep meeting in smaller parts, smaller units, bigger numbers, but we are all one big family. So I call on Chandu to speak his thoughts and his memories with the family. Chandu.
Thank you. So far, I was actually totally immersed in what was happening. So I don't know whether my words are really going to come. But anyway, I made a small attempt to write a few points so I don't go blank. Let me start. I just hope I keep it very brief, because all of you know that once Chandru is on the mic, it's very difficult to get him off. So I've tried to jot down points so that, it becomes crisp and within the 2.5-3 minutes. Thank you so much once again. Friends, we are all here on a common platform, not to mourn, but to rejoice God's providence of relieving Venkatesh, alias Bujji, of his pain of living on like a vegetable on a ventilator. I didn't want to make it sound typically a speech given during a memorial service. So get ready for something very different. World over, we have people dying due to hunger and starvation, poverty, hatred, in gun battle, earthquakes, floods, air crashes, and the list goes on. All of, including Bujji, had lots of unfulfilled dreams. They had made plans and strategies.
Looks like he's got disconnected. I think he'll get back, right? When he comes, he can start, no problem. He has a knack of starting all over again. We will move to our own Munna Suresh, who's very close to the family and all the way from Saudi, right? We'll hear Munna, and when Chandu gets back, we will resume him after Munna, right?
Akka is back. I think Chandu's back.
back?
So
Okay.
maybe it's worthwhile for him to continue.
Okay.
Chandu's back. Chandu, brother, continue, Chandu.
Yeah, see,
Continue, Chandu, no problem.
Yeah, I actually have a small thing where, I have jotted it down on not on a piece of paper.
Okay, on a pad.
On this itself. So
that's right.
I think while I was trying to screen through it, a little. Okay,
no
the point I was trying to make, since I have written it down, I didn't really go through it. Okay, the point I want to tell you is, God, fortunately or unfortunately, did not permit, did not give us a tag like we have on the medicines we buy, on the groceries we buy, an expiry date. Fortunately or unfortunately, he never gave it on to us when we were born. Unfortunately, because he probably would have given that, maybe we would have been more prepared. Maybe we would have been more comfortable in trying to say, okay, this is the time that I have in my life, and what good can I do in this life? But then God, in his own providence, had thought it better not to give that date to these people. Because the minute that the date is given, every single moment that you're living, you'll be living out of fear. You'll say, 1 day gone, 2 days gone, 3 days gone. I've just got so many days to live. So God did not put the tag of the expiry date on us. Now, why I talk about this is because these unfulfilled dreams that we continue to have, as and when we suddenly, the time has come and then we leave. So what I want to tell all our friends out here is, let us not get caught suddenly one fine day when we have a whole lot of unfulfilled dreams. If you have plans that you have made, start implementing them right now. Just after this session is over, start implementing all those plans that you had in your mind, because you don't know when, you don't know who, right? So this is something I thought I should put it across to you, particularly regarding Bujji. Well, I remember 1-2 very good incidents about him with me. One very good incident was when I was working for the same company that he was working in, a Yellow Pages company, where I went in as a consultant, but then I started working for them. So he shifted his loyalties from his team leader, who he already had inside, to me. I said, but why? He said, see, you say you wear a tie, and then you wear a tie before you ask us to wear a tie. You say come bang at 9 o'clock and you are there at 8:45. I would like to work for a person like you, because Bujji was immaculately dressed at all times. His dress sense was something that I think we all have to really learn. He had excellent choice of clothes. He knew what goes well with what. And a sense of punctuality that he used to maintain was damn good. So this is one great incident I remember. I know all of us have different incidents in our life with him. So I miss you, Bujji. And Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi. I'm sure the extended families are with you. And I'm very sure that it was so thoughtful on Ramni's part, as well as the organizers, right from S. Padma, who actually, I think she somewhere tried to trigger it off in one of the groups. Thank you so much for making this happen. And
Sure, thank you.
Thanks, Mary, for that. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandu. It was very true that it was all Padma's idea, which she just spoke about it yesterday in the morning to Rani, and then both of us said, okay. Then I said, Padma, I'll get it going. Don't worry. We worked on it. And friends, as Chandu said, it was not as if he was trivializing this whole memorial meet by making, lighter vein and talking generally. But it's true that when we have unfulfilled dreams, we need to work one day at a time. And if we think this is our last day, how would we live? Probably we'll live the day better. Thank you, Chandu, for bringing that very important point. Though, of course, you have your own style and people will think you are a little casual, but we realized there was so much of depth in what you said. Thank you very much for that beautiful note. Thank you. And of course, I would now like to call on our greatest speaker in this whole group, Toastmaster, orator, our wonderful, my little brother, Munna Suresh, who has such a strong association and relationship with the family. Over to Munna.
Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, Akka. My dear and friend and brother Mahesh, my bosom friend and childhood classmate Tony, Girish, Sachi, my little sister, and the next generation of the Suravarpus, Priyanka, Devin and Attila, and Sonika, and my dear friends of the friends and brothers and sisters of the larger family. Good evening. We are actually a strange set of people where our lives are inextricably interwoven together, right since the time of our birth till date. So when there is pain and sorrow, we all feel the pang in our hearts, as also we feel elated and joy whenever we celebrate the successes of each one of our members. Bujji was as much as a brother to me and Mahesh and Tony, because we probably only had time to sleep in different houses, but we always lived together. We studied in the same school, and we came back home and we were playing all till we went back to do our homework and back to bed. So like I said, our lives have been a strange web of activities and relationships and interwoven together with so much of love and so many memories. But it's actually so heartwarming to see all of us together. But the sheer solemnity of this occasion is actually crushing my heart. As Akka said, he's too early. It was too early for Bujji to go. Anna, as Mahesh was called, was like is like that duck that takes all its ducklings under its fold and steers them to shelter and safety. He had played that role with the land, and he was always a leader not by choice, but something which is by act of God. And he lived that role with aplomb. He's done it always immensely. And I can feel the pain that he's going through when he feels that he feels defeated, he feels lost, because Mahesh he always loves to win. He's a sportsman by heart, and a sportsman by heart always wants to win every battle. But Mahesh, this battle, you are pitted against the Almighty, who's all pervasive, all powerful, and he knows what is best for the world. We as lesser mortals have to learn to accept his way, his will, and move forward. The good thing is that we have all of us together. When I spoke to Tony, when I spoke to Sachi, I could at least I could help to share the pain. Nobody can take it away. No words can take away the pain and suffering that you are going through. But at least when you realize that we're all with you, we all stand with you, and we all, pray for the soul of Bujji. Rather, I would say we should celebrate the life of Bujji. Like Chandu said, rejoice the moments that we had with him. Because Bujji, like Mahesh, had actually passed on that value system that was given to his father, given to his by his parents. When I spoke to Sachi the other day, after I finished my conversation, I realized how much she speaks like her mother, whom I've seen maybe, I don't know, 40 years back before she passed away, because I was always there. The words, the way, the manner in which she spoke, I'm speaking to Sachi maybe after 30 years, though we chat with each other on WhatsApp almost every day. So many memories came back. And I was overwhelmed by the feeling of sorrow when after Bujji passed away. I couldn't tell that to Sachi, because there's so much that we can relate to. Our lives have been always interwoven together. I remember Anna, Mahesh, and all of them polishing their shoes and waking up at 3:30 in the morning, and our auntie used to make them read out aloud while I would be fast asleep. And my mother would say, "See those boys and girls, see how loudly they're reading, how they're studying. See, look at where they're going to get, and look at what's going to happen to you." Because they were always examples. That's the kind of value systems that was ingrained in them. And Mahesh, actually, after auntie's passing, Mahesh led them along with the same path. And see how wonderfully they have blossomed into such fantastic human beings. All of us carry the same value system that we have by virtue of living in the Yarada Park. I don't want to be philosophical, but I want to just say, Anna, Mahesh, and Tony, and all of you, we are with you. And that's the beauty of this association of being bought, because very few in the world are privileged to have this kind of relationships. We grew up in very humble surroundings with very humble, in a humble manner. But the way we've blossomed and branched out all over the world, and we are there to reach out to each other at times of need, is something which is unimaginable. Many people can't even understand or fathom the depth and gravity of this relationship. Mahesh, I can go on, but I would like to leave the forum for others to speak. My heartfelt condolences to all of you, my prayers for all of you, and I'm just a shout away to reach out whenever you feel like speaking to me. And I've lost a brother too. I'm with you. Thank you, Akka.
Thank you, Munna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Munna. You, in fact, echoed all our thoughts and feelings and sentiments. You spoke for all of us, just like even Chandra did for all of us. Thank you so much. We're always
Hey,
with you.
Ramani.
Yes, Tony?
If I may.
Yes, you are speaking now.
Yeah, I just want to first of all, I just want to thank for setting this up. I truly appreciate that.
Come, Tony, come along. Come. Yeah. We're all with you. We're all with your family, Tony. Right?
Sorry about that.
No.
And I'm not able to do it, but if I can ask, and if you guys are okay, I would like my daughter Priyanka to say some words.
Yes.
On our behalf, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, it's okay. Take your time. Take it. Let Priyanka speak. And a little later on, if you want to add something in the end or something, you can add to me. Right? Yeah, that's fine. Will she speak now? Will Priyanka
Mary?
speak now? Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah,
Maybe start with
I
Mahesh,
think
Mama.
it's well for us to, because we are all choked up. If somebody else can be good.
Yeah, no problem. Right?
Go on with the
We'll go on with that. Right? You be just there. All of you be just there. Okay?
Priyanka, are you planning on speaking?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy to speak when we want to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and speak.
Go ahead and speak. Ramani, is that okay?
Yes. Yeah, perfect. Priyanka.
Okay. Well, first, Shukriya, thank you. Madhu Mama, Chandu Mama, Suresh Mama, it's very beautiful words. Sonia, I loved the song and the hymn. And I'm Priyanka, Tony Mama's daughter. And so I appreciate, Suresh, what you were saying about the next generation and about the importance of staying connected. And this is the first time I think I've seen all of you in one place. But I remember talking to both Bujji Mama and Mahesh Mama about, making our way to Vizag and seeing you guys and getting to meet you guys. And so I hope that that's a goal that we can make together at the end of this beautiful ceremony, that we can meet up one day in person when it's safe again. I've been thinking a lot about this. You know, I had a close relationship actually with Bujji, and last week actually we were messaging on WhatsApp, and Bujji was always very strong-willed and was a fighter. And I was telling him, we were going back and forth and talking about what can be done. And I was like, you better fight this, fight this. Your energy, your spirit, fight this. And I think he did. He fought as long as he could. I have a lot of friends in America who have family in India who lost their family members a long time ago, a couple weeks ago, or who didn't live as long. And I think Bujji Mama lived a little bit longer than some of my friends who lost their family. So he did fight. And I think about the fact that when I would always talk to Bujji Mama, we would talk about, where is better to live in the world? Is it Canada? Is it America? Is it India? And we would get into these debates. I always remember talking about our religions, what we believed. And he was very proud and strongly Hindu and very proud of that. And we would talk about Christianity and Hinduism. And I think it's a beautiful thing, actually, that we have both of that here. And I think, one story I'd like to share is the last time I actually saw Bujji Mama in person when I was in Dubai. And this was a little over 10 years ago. And I remember I was maybe 17 and I wanted to get my nose pierced. as a marker to show that I'm Indian and proud to be Indian American. And Bujji came with me, and he was like, "It's okay," when they were doing it, I was crying a little bit. He said, "It's okay. It's only going to hurt for a little bit." And then he took me to actually buy a nose ring later that day. And when I was in Dubai, I got to stay with both Bujji Mama and Sai Auntie for a little bit of time, and they took me all around UAE, and were very welcoming. And again, we would get into these debates and these long conversations, and I always appreciated that. So I miss Bujji a lot. This was very sudden. I wanted him to keep fighting. I wanted to do everything I could, even whatever I could to make sure that he felt we were doing what we could to keep him around. But I think what I'm getting from this is that we're all connected now. And I think it's important for us to stay connected and to stay in touch and to keep this beautiful international community alive. This is something that's rare and special. And on behalf of the Suravarapus, I was born a Suravarapu. I hope that we can keep this going, and that this isn't the only time that we connect and that we talk and we share about our lives. So again, Shukriya, thank you so much to everybody for putting this together, and love you all, and love and miss you, Bujji. Thank you for being here with us in spirit.
Thank you, Priyanka. That was so
Thank you,
touching.
Priyanka.
That was very beautiful, and you stole our hearts with your words and your small memories, beautiful things that you had with Bujji. And you kept saying we should all be connected. So nice. Yes, we should all be connected. I think the next generation. These are family of families, and so we should be connected. Thank you once again, both you kids. Love you so much. Beautiful. And well, he's not just a friend. He's not just a family of families, but he's everybody's doctor. And not just a doctor or a brother, a friend, and everything rolled into one. There's one and only Dr. Ramesh GTV, and of course, he's had very good memories. Yeah, some are painful, but I like Ramesh to speak.
Thank you, Mary and Padma, to bring all of us into this meet today, this service. It is essentially, we are sharing the grief of Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi. Thank you, Chandru, for giving me a very big family. From my LKG to my PG and my practice, everything is just in one place. And I'm fortunate enough to get connected to my childhood buddies, my schoolmates, my shipyard college mates, my playmates, my classmates, everybody. And the social media has brought me together to everybody. And though I've seen death from such close quarters, we never were frightened or perturbed before, but this deadly corona, it's frightening us too. And you're not able to predict who's going to come out and who can't come out. So at least I'm just thankful to myself that I was useful to quite a lot of friends here. Though when it came to Bujji, let me honestly say, I know Bujji as a kid in the school, but I never know him from such close quarters. But what identified me with this family so suddenly was, just like me, the eldest in the family with so many burdens and so many things to do, I saw Mahesh on the same vein, on the same page, And he was so far off. He was tensed. I said, brother, leave this to me. Let me take this burden on my shoulder. You relax there. I'll see what best I can do. I try to. Man, he was still tense. He was always, Maya Chip Maya, what's happening? I can understand. Tony was calling me every now and then. Do I remember talking to Sachi when she was a kid? I don't think so. But every day we were all talking. Well, we'll have to accept this gracefully because God has His own way. Let's not blame anything else. There was no failure. There's nothing. Just that this was a war, and we just had to accept the defeat. And let's be graceful with death too, because the treatment, the doctors, our role is so limited. Not even 20%. Till date, we have been treating so many patients. But let me tell you, we don't have a drug that is the drug for this particular situation. We are trying so many drugs, so many maneuvers, so many techniques. Most often we are succeeding, sometimes we are not. This second wave was very unpredictable, the infectivity was high. It was hitting the younger population. And all of us tried, and we lost the battle. So I say, let's be just graceful to it. But here, today, Chandu's words and Munna's words, all these things, they're so nice to hear, because you have so many people. At the end of the day, you have so many people caring for you, and that's all that counts. Let us be, let's face it, let's accept it. And like Chandu said, let's not reserve anything for tomorrow. Nothing is guaranteed. Live today and be graceful, be happy that you have a nice today. And the kids, the next generation, nice to see you all for the first time. Some of you, Tony's children. Thank you, Chandu, once again for putting me up in this lovely group. In this group, I think there are about 100 people. If I may say, around 50 or 60. Either they or their family members or somebody required help as far as this corona is concerned. And I was a bit of help to all these people. But for Bujji, I couldn't. I remember his last 4 days, I was, should I say, talk to him? No, we were making size, and every time he was saying this, he was saying this, he was saying this. I thought, with a score of 22 by 25, bad objective data, but this guy is putting up a fight, and this guy is young, so let me pull him out. So we all, I pushed the doctors also, but well, it was tough for me for a day to accept, but that's how it is. Tony and Sachi, you got a wonderful brother, Mahesh. and also convey my heartfelt condolences to Sai Lakshmi. I have not talked to her. To Mrs. Arunasri, her sister's daughter. All these people, I talked to them at some point of time during this journey. Thank you. I was given an opportunity. Well, it happens. I don't know. I really can't find the right words, but that's it. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mary.
I
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah, I know. I don't know words sometimes. But as you said,
Thank
it's
you,
not-
Doc. Thank you. Tried your level best. All I can say is God has a different path for everyone. And no matter what, if He has decided it is time to go, I believe it is time to go. We could say, I should have, I could have, I would have, but in the end, only He knows what is good for him. And so, thank you, Doc, for being there for us.
Yeah, I think Mary, you can take
Thank
over.
you, Sachi. So we will have just all those words make us really sad. We have a small tribute, a pictorial tribute to Mahesh.
Great.
Venkatesh.
If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four, Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home, away from home, away from home, away from home, away from home. Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home.
That was just a small tribute, a very pictorial tribute with a few pictures that I had and tried to design. I hope so. Friends, there are a lot of people who would love to speak, and so if each of us can just speak for 2 minutes or
1 minute,
something,
1
then
minute.
we have 1 to 2 minutes, then we'll have more people to share, right? So the longer we speak, maybe there would be someone else who would want to speak and they would be deprived. So as an the more the people we have, it's good. I'm sure the family will be strengthened as Ramesh, Dr. Ramesh, Chandu, and Munna all of us said that this is the time sometimes. That's why when they have these platforms, when people start sharing, then it helps to come to terms with our grief. I'm sure maybe it's not possible for them to overcome this all this time in a short time, but at least it will help Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi. So those who would like to speak, please raise your hands, and I will call you to just say. Chitti wants to speak. Yes, Chitti. Just 1 to 2 minutes so that more people will talk. Okay. Thank you.
Right, Mary Ramni.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you for the Zoom team of Concord. It was really good of assembling everyone for this meet. And coming to Mahesh and his family, they were our backyard neighbors. And I know all the children, Mahesh, Tony, Bujji, and Sachi. And out of all these four, Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi were expressive, whereas Bujji was always an observer. He would observe and he would talk limited. Other three were really expressive. So I had a very brief intimacy with Bujji, but recently, around 6 months back, he came to my house and we were talking about something, some issues. Then he was telling me, "You please talk to Anna like this and all that." But I never thought this would happen to Bujji, because out of all the brothers and sisters, he was the most clean, dressed well, and he would always be a spick and span. I'm sorry, Mahesh, I couldn't help you out in the last few days, because the day you told Bujji was not well, I rang up to the hospital. His wife picked her, and she was in tears. I couldn't digest it. So that's why I put the message to you. And the day you rang up and told, "Can you help?" and everything, because of this pandemic, I couldn't help you. Please forgive me, Maya. I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the last few hours. Thank you all. And Mary Ramani and Padma and everyone else who made this meet, I thank you all. Mahesh, we are there for you. You have a good family of friends and everyone. So don't lose heart. We are there. Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi. Be strong. You all three have to be strong together. Thank you.
Thank you, Chitti. I think Lali wanted to speak, told me earlier. Lali?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, Lali.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I don't want to cry. All my brothers and sisters, be brave. Be brave. And that's all we need. We are with you always and forever. God is great. We have to believe in that. God is great. God bless all of you. My brothers and sisters, anytime you want, please call, message, anything. Bye, everyone. Love you all. Bye.
Thank you, Lali. We understand your feelings.
Thank you, Lali.
Anyone else? If you raise your hand, then I can call you. Or you can just unmute and start speaking.
Yeah, Ramita, can I say a few words?
Yes, yes, Nimi.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ramyaka, for this, and S. Padma for organizing this. I've not been a very active member on the group. I'm somehow not a group person, but there's a lot of pain when something like this happens. And as children, the first encounter with death was when we saw Auntie pass away. And we being neighbors, that we were very small. Sachi and I were good friends, and we were very small when we saw death. And Auntie's death really shook me as a child. And I would always wonder how they coped with it. But, Mahesh being the elder brother that we all looked up to was so strong, and the way he held them all together, the discipline that he brought into each one of, I'm sure at such a tender age, when God gave them the strength, God will give them much more at this juncture. It's so difficult to lose one that we really love, but God has a way and he gives us the strength to face these situations. And I'm sure with the experiences that they had in life, it would surely help to stand together further and, pull on, knowing that they have a strong support system in each one of us. We love Bujji, we love each other, and we stand with this family who so much, even in their family, so lovingly, and I'm sure they will tide over this crisis too. God bless all of them, and God bless you all for having this group, Chandu, and for being together always. My love and prayers for this family, and loads of love to all of you.
Thank you, Nimi.
Thank you, Nimi.
Anyone else who just please unmute and you can start talking.
Hello, Mary. Could I say a few words?
Yes, Bibi.
It wouldn't be proper to,
No.
not to say anything.
Yeah.
Though it's not very difficult to, it's difficult to speak at a time like this. It's, we're all emotionally charged. But I do remember uncle and auntie very vividly. Auntie was a staunch Sai Baba devotee. And I remember when he was staying opposite Someshwar uncle's house in B-type, auntie used to come regularly for the Sai Baba meetings, for the prayer meetings that they used to have. And auntie was closely associated with Someshwar uncle's family, also with Sailaja's family. And that was when she accompanied them for that wedding in Rajahmundry and when the tragedy happened. Yes, and I remember it was one Saturday, and Sailaja's mother was brought back to Yarada Park to Vizag, and then daddy and mummy rushed to their house. Daddy ran with biscuits and milk and all that. And then somewhere around that time only we heard about the accident and that auntie had not made it. So that was very shocking. And like Nimi said, this really shook us all up. A few tragedies that we had to face. Losing Percy, Shaji, and so many of our dear ones. And after this happened, we lost Daddy also in 76. But still, I think we are the stronger for it. And Mahesh, Tony, and Sachi, we have always been with you and we will always be strong. And we should be happy that we have such a lovely family of friends. I'm so grateful to have Ramesh. He's such a tower of strength for us. And we can always rely on him. And I know Ramesh did his best in the very last moment. So be strong, everybody. It's a very difficult time for everyone. But then when I think Bujji is in the best place ever, and auntie and uncle will be very happy to have him. Very often, like I was chatting with Sachi yesterday, I was telling Sachi, the people who stay behind have to go through all this, or the sorrow and the agony of the loss. And those who leave us, they don't know what we go through. Or do they know what we go through? Whatever it is joined uncle and auntie, and they will be very happy to have you. That is how I think we should console ourselves. Okay, that's it. That's it from me.
Thank you, Bibi.
Yes. Anybody from the Rajamani?
It's okay. I'm going to say.
Ramandrana? Yes,
I'm
yes,
gonna-
Tony.
First of all, I just want to thank each one of you guys for putting this together. I truly, truly appreciate it. And also for the support you guys have given us. Really appreciate that from bottom of my heart. And I know that it's late for you guys, and and you took the time, to set this up and be able to connect and also talk. And it's very late for you guys, and I truly appreciate it. Um, Having said that, I just want to thank Anna for being there and trying to do his best. And he did his best. Everything he can do for Bujji. But like Munna and Chandu and Dr. Ramesh said, and everyone else, it was his time. It was his time for him to go home, and we have to accept that. I feel bad for him because we were close, but we were not that close, and I really feel sometimes that I could have done more, and I feel bad about that. And I'm pretty sure Sachi and Anna feels the same way, but I'm more happy that he's in a better place. And if you're listening, Bujji, please forgive me for everything. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And I hope you're seeing and you're watching that all these folks are here sharing their condolences. You had some great family. And if I've done anything, please forgive me. And thank you, everyone. I know it's late for you guys. If anyone else wants to speak, great. But if you guys want to end this, I understand, because I know it's extremely late for you guys. And I just want to thank everyone from bottom of my heart for putting this together and even staying up late to talk to each other and listen to each other. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony. And Padma, do you want to speak for the rest of
Mary, please go ahead. No worries. It's difficult to express myself. I can only just say that Mahesh, Sachi, and Tony, we are there for you. Take care. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for the support. Thank you, everyone. I feel this is the only way we could just say our respect, because physically we can't be with you all. At least virtually, yeah, we are here together for you all. Be strong, Mahesh, Sachi, and Tony. Please. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much.
Ramandrana? Want to speak?
Yeah, I would like to thank Padma for the initiation. It's excellent initiation. Thank Mary and Rani for hosting it. It's a really beautiful meet. I didn't expect that. You know, my brother would be really overwhelmed if he was here to see, and you know, he was thinking that he was left alone in the group. But now, if he was here, he would understand how much everybody would loved him. He was always, you know, a kind of, you know, Anna, I'm left out. So now, if he was here, he would really know how much everybody loved him. Jude called up. Jude was crying, you know, terribly. BP was crying. I didn't expect that. Really, there was so much love among us, which we really don't know. And it's very sorry that, you know, he didn't know for himself that, you know, we all loved him. Yes, he was straightforward, he was harsh, he was arrogant. If he thinks, if he is right, he sticks to it and he stands by it, and he's a lone warrior. He doesn't care if I'm not there to support him, Sachi is not there to support him. He fights. He just had to think that he is right. So that was his strength, and he's a fighter. Somehow, you know, I guess he delayed himself to be at home and do his own kind of therapy. He was late to go to hospital, but if he was quick enough to go to hospital, I'm sure he would have been alive. I really thank Mary and Ramni for this beautiful, you know, organization, the way they have organized it, and you know, Padma for initiating, and I thank Dr. Ramesh for all the pain he has taken. Like he asked me to relax. He said, "Now I'm the big brother. I will take care. You don't worry." Thank you, doctor. Thanks for everything. And you know, thanks for Chandu also. Like you know, he puts in whenever there's need for help. He puts in. He at least towards the end, he gave some numbers for my sister-in-law to at least do the last rites of my brother. I don't know if it was useful. Vijay was always there. Every day he used to call me, and everyone personally put messages to me for, you know, keeping up my strength, consoling me. Thanks to everybody. Uh, this is really a good group, a lovely group. We should continue till the end of our lives. We should stand there for each other. And I'm there for anyone, for any help, anytime. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mahesh. Well, that's so beautiful. Would anybody want to say one sentence or two? Sachi? Yes.
I think I'm going to read out a poem which resonates so very well on behalf of all of us. This is a poem that is written by someone else, but every word that I saw, it speaks volumes as if it is coming from all three of us, that is Anna, Tony, and myself. Today's full of memories of a brother laid to rest, and every life, one of them is filled with happiness. For you were someone special, always such a joy to know, and that was so much pain when it is time for you to let you go. That's why the special it is so special for us. Please, I hope that heaven above, for all the angels to take care of you and give you all our love. That's all I can say. I tried my level best to try and speak to you, but you were not in a position to speak at all. Through all your gestures, you used to talk to me. And I think I'm going to cherish all the good memories that we had. And most importantly, I don't want to cry, but yet I want to say that I will keep all the good memories that we have and keep that alive and not the sad ones. And I want to thank every single person, Ramniaka, Padma, Doc, Chandu, Munna, every single person here, Vijay, Sujaka, Chitti, Venkat, Sony. I'm sorry, I'm not even able to see without my glasses. Bibiana, Hema, Anand, Madhu, thank you so much. Lali, Pam, Balchandar, And I don't know if anyone else that I'm missing out. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rani, Raghavender. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for making this happen. And it is one good thing that I think I derive so much of strength from all of you constantly messaging or talking to me or talking to Anna or Tony. And I'm sure Hubert too and Raju, they were constantly in touch, trying to reach out to him as well in the hospital. And this is our strength. You give us the strength to hang in there. And for that, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sachi. We're all there with you, Mahesh and Tony. Before we end, this is Venkat had sent an audio. We will just listen to it and we will close.
Bujji, the way I would love to call you in this more intimate way, you were very special for all of us in our cohort of a similar age group. Very disciplined, methodical, and you always well dressed, a sportsman in your own way. You always played to the rules of the game. Unlike Tony, I would say, who would scare people away with his hockey stick. Bujji, you drafted your own style, as anyone close to you would describe you. Focused as you are with work, when I visited Dubai nearly 20 years ago, we were just on the phone rather than having had the time to meet you in person. We had a good chat in 2014, and I can see your plans to settle back in India. You were always very cautious, and I can understand how you advised your younger sister, Sachi, to take all the precautions just days before you were admitted to the hospital. For us over here, let's imagine ourselves struggling to breathe, the bare minimum we need to survive, the suffocation and the pressure on all parts of our body, making it the most uncomfortable state that we can ever imagine to be. Bujji fought this hard battle over 2 to 3 weeks. Any life lost to corona, I feel, is extreme injustice to the person. The dreams of a person taken away abruptly, leaving the loved ones near and dear heartbroken, never knowing that someone who's so healthy and active can be gone from our lives in a matter of weeks. I feel the sense of guilt, Puji. Being far away, I'm unable to do more than a phone call to you and a few calls to your family members. Bujji, wherever you are, you tried hard to stay with us and to fight the virus. Everyone as a whole failed on you. A pity with all the research and the billions of funding gone towards corona, we could not find a solution for you to support you fully in your fight against the dreadful disease. I have nothing more to say, Bujji. May your soul rest in peace. Thank you.
That was Venkat.
If I can say just a sentence.
Please, Chandru.
I'm touched by Raju's message. It was so well tailored. I think it covered all those other things that we probably thought of speaking and missed out here and there. I think he did a wonderful job. Thank you.
We'll just end with this one verse of the song, which gives us all lots of strength. As everyone, as Chandru said, we all have to be prepared. We are on this life in this journey to do our bit and to go back from where we come. But we are all human beings. We feel the loss of a dearly beloved one. And today, we really feel sad when Bujji is no more. But as all of us said, as Munna said, he lives in our hearts. It was time for him to go. And I'm sure he's gleaming from above. But we still need to pray to God. ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम ऐसे हो हमारे करम नेकी पर चले और बदी से टले ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम बड़ा कमजोर है आदमी अभी लाखों है इसमें कमी पर तू जो खड़ा है दयालु बड़ा तेरी कृपा से धरती थमी दिया तूने जो हमको जन्म तू ही झेलेगा हम सबका गम नेकी पर चले और बदी से टले ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम. We thank the family for giving us this opportunity to host this beautiful tribute for our loving Bujji, and especially all thanks to
They come,
Padma,
just open the door
who
now.
comes up with this brilliant idea. And we thank all of you, everyone who spoke so well. We speak not because we speak so well. We speak because we are connected to this family, especially Bujji, and our hearts poured out in gratitude, in memory, in nostalgia. And we always ask God to give the Suravarapu family lots of strength, mental strength to undergo these tough times. They won't last, but the memory will always last, and He will live in our hearts. Nina, you want to say something?
Akka, your sound is really, voice is really dropping. We can't hear you.
Okay. Now?
Slightly better. Yeah.
You couldn't hear the song properly then?
We heard. No problem. Thanks.
You want to say something?
It was wonderful and very poignant and thoughtful as well.
Ananta, you want to say something? Yes, Ananta has raised his hand. Yes, Ananta.
I just wanted to sing a nice song. I was remembering Kishore Kumar's song.
Yes, please.
चलते चलते मेरे ये गीत याद रखना कभी अलविदा ना कहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना रोते हंसते बस यूं ही तुम गुनगुनाते रहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना कभी अलविदा ना कहना. Really, God is great. He has something very good for Bujji. Let us be brave. Let us be supporting each other. Very good family, very strong family. We are all as a single unit. God bless everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananta. Couple that you all. Mahesh, shall we close?
Yeah, I think we can close. Once again, thanks to Padma, thanks to Mary and Rani and Doctor and all my friends to stand by me. Thank you all. God bless you all.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you everyone. Thank you every single person. Yeah, thank you.
Just hang in there, Tony, Mahesh and Bujji. Tony, Mahesh and Sachi, please hang in there. We're all with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Take care. God bless.
Bye. God bless you all.
Bye.
God bless each and every one
Bye,
of you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I will. I'll also send this as a YouTube video. I'll share the link so that those who didn't see it will also see it.
Yeah, that's really
Oh, that's
beautiful.
very thoughtful.
I'll do
Yes.
that. I'll
Yes,
share this
yes.
YouTube. Video.
That
Yeah,
would be a
yeah.
wonderful thing to do.
Yeah,
By
because
tonight I'll do it.
yeah, all the people who have missed it will really enjoy it.
Okay, my sure. I'll convert it into YouTube thing and I'll send the link immediately to you tonight itself. Right?
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Fantastic.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank
May-
you.
Thanks for
may God
compiling
be with all.
everything
God bless
so
you, Mary. It was
beautifully
really
and taking
beautiful.
the trouble
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary.
It's a pleasure.
to
We
do
are
all
all
this.
one family. So we don't
Yeah.
thank family. Okay,
Yeah.
remember
We
always.
appreciate
Love
what
you,
you do.
Akka. Love you, Ramni Akka. Love you all.
We are all family.
Yes,
So we
Sachi,
don't
stay
thank
strong.
family, you know, but we
Yeah,
love
it's
each
really
other.
beautifully done. That's the
Yes.
important thing. And you know, you took all the time and pain to do it.
Yes.
It's not easy.
Yes.
It's really not easy.
Yes. Yes.
That is what is appreciated.
Yeah, she has done
Yes,
everything.
it is.
Madhu did so well. You know, Madhu,
Yes.
Mahesh, you know,
Yeah.
Madhu didn't want to read. He made
Ah.
such a fuss. It took me about 12 messages to convince him.
Oh.
Finally,
really
what is
good,
the
Madhu.
last astram I used? I said, your family, paru potadra, my family paru potadni, no chalo pote.
Blackmailed him into.
Yes.
మధు చాలా
Fine.
బాగా చెప్పారు మధు మీరు చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు
Madhu, yes, really
Really.
And then
appreciated.
finally he
Really
said,
excellent. Really excellent.
and
Yeah.
చదువుతాడు నేను చెప్పాను ఫస్ట్ భగవద్గీత చదవాలంటే నువ్వే గుర్తొచ్చావురా అంటే అలాగా థ్యాంక్స్ అక్క కానీ నేను ఎప్పుడు చదవలేదు రెండోమే నువ్వు చదవాలిరా
Mary.
ఈసారి said.
Mary, he sounded like a pujari in the temple.
I know, correct.
Exactly.
You know what, Mahesh, what I said, this will be the first of your discourses which you will do after you retire. I told him.
Yeah. That was
No,
very encouraging.
He really did it well, actually.
Very well.
Yes.
What is
So
the voice?
professional. He
Thorough
sounded like a
professional.
pro.
Correct. Very nice. Sujvi, didn't hear even a hi from you. Unmute
Suja,
and,
you'll have to unmute yourself.
unmute
dear.
and say,
Unmute
Sujata.
Jay.
ఒకసారి hi చెప్పు.
That's okay.
Not like that, this has taken me, I can't express myself. I'm just bowled by this. I haven't come out of it still. I'm not able to talk.
Yeah, correct.
That's why I didn't, I
difficult,
just
yeah.
messaged him. Yeah, it's very difficult because I've seen him grow in front of my eyes,
Yeah, correct.
playing in in our garden, in the backyard all the time. In the summer, this season, we were together.
Correct.
And, suddenly you say he's gone and then
Yeah.
it takes you back so many years.
Yes.
Yeah, true. We understand.
It's very difficult.
Yes.
Suja,
Actually,
how are you? Are you walking around?
Yeah, I'm walking. I'm doing my
Okay.
household work.
That's great. That's great.
I don't go out first because of pandemic. Second thing, I'm not very confident of walking outside because
Okay,
the ups and downs are there. No, so I have to
Yes.
depend on a stick or something like that.
Yeah,
But inside
yeah.
the house,
Uneven
I'm
ground.
perfect.
You've got to be careful. Uneven
Yeah.
ground. Yeah.
At
But
least for 6
Priyanka
months.
and this thing were very good. I liked your
Yeah.
voice.
They have another brother, right?
Yes. What's his name? Devin.
Devin's right there.
Yeah, very beautiful. But we didn't hear
Yeah.
Devin's voice, but Priyanka's
Yeah, they
voice was
visited-
very beautiful.
They visited
Mahesh, your
me.
children are not there. Your children
No,
are
they
not
are there. They are there. They are, this is Gautam.
Priya?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, Gautam.
Hi, Gautam. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Sweetie.
Yes.
It's good to
Sam, we
see you
didn't hear
guys.
your voice. Sam,
Priyanka, you remember having the rose cookies and murkus in my
I
house?
do, Viviana, I do. I remember. I still need to learn how to cook that.
Good fun that was.
It was. I loved those cookies. I need to learn how to make them.
Ramanda, we didn't hear from you. You didn't even say hi.
She didn't hear, I guess.
No. There's nothing like that. I'm here.
Yeah.
Raghavendra.
Who's that, Ramni? I didn't
Yeah, I
get that.
wanted to know.
Who's that? I know, but time I think we lost. Who's that, Mahesh? Who's
Raghavendra?
This is David.
No, not Deven.
No,
Earlier we had Raghavendra. I was
Raghavendra,
wondering who.
yeah.
He's Brahma's nephew.
Brahma's
Nephew.
Ah,
Eldest
oh.
sister,
Oh,
Devaka's
okay.
son.
Oh,
I
oh, he
I
looks
sent
so
Correct,
he's
different.
correct.
no, he's a very close friend of Bujji, so I sent him the link.
Ah, okay, so sweet.
Okay, okay, so
Yeah, I
sweet.
sent the link to
This
Priyanka.
is Bebeka's son, no?
Yeah, baby
That's right.
Akasan.
Okay,
Elder one or second one?
Eldest one.
Okay, okay.
He's
He,
first, and then there's a sister, and then a younger brother.
Okay, okay.
he's very close to Bujji, so I sent him the link.
Oh, but he looks so different from what he was a child. No, I remember him
Yes.
only as a child.
Correct.
So for you also, especially Tony, I think I think he's working, no? He has to, so he.
Yeah, I think he's working. Yeah.
Pam
Yeah,
is
he's
here.
working.
Maybe,
Okay, I'm not sure.
maybe Pam is here.
That's what she has not unmuted. That's what.
Okay.
Afternoon time.
Pam did not talk at all.
I shouldn't speak at all, correct.
Pam?
Pam?
No, this
Are
is
you there?
too much, Mahesh, just to handle you. I don't know how to explain it, but so many people have so much of memories, but all of them are not able to come out with it.
Yeah,
exactly.
It will take some time for it to. I mean, for us also to calm down.
Yeah.
No,
I
as
would
Bujji
love
said,
to
no, this
hear
Yardapak family is like that relationship. No, not all people can understand that
Yes.
thing, Mahesh. I'm sure you understand that. No, when we all die saying Yardapak, not even 10%, 1% of people will understand what this Yardapak is all about.
The moment you say Yardapak, my wife is upset. People go back. You go back 20 years back.
Yeah. No, my husband will always say, you're always living in those gone years where you can't do anything about it.
No, we never lived in Yardapak. We were so integrally connected because we
Yeah,
used to be
yeah.
all
Your
the time
Annama
there,
colony is a
No,
part
I
of
used to see your whole family walking into park and going
so
to Chandra's house
often,
and all
yeah.
that. Yeah, very
Mostly
often.
Manikwasan's house, this house, that
Yes,
house. We used to be
correct.
in and out of Yardapak. We never lived there, but we always used to be in and out.
But we are HPCL family, right? Caltex family.
Yeah, that is the
Caltex.
basic.
You
No,
say Caltex
Caltex
family
maybe.
is fine. Yes.
Caltex,
Caltex
not even
family.
not even
Yeah.
HPCL.
It's Caltex.
Caltex.
That Yardapak, how we lived and how we had those houses, now how it is so deserted.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to beg. Appa actually got quarters there, but he didn't want to. He was happy staying. I said, Appa, let me at least see one movie in tennis court. No, we shouldn't go. We'll go there to a house and come back. We saw one movie, I think, in tennis court from Sunday.
Saturday evening, full-time preparation for movie.
Exactly. And then you'll wait the whole week, and when you make that phone call from the telephone booth, they'll say it's an adult's movie.
Correct.
And then, my gosh, you're so disappointed. You have to wait for one more week for that Universal movie to go and see it.
Yeah. And we see not even knowing the name of the movie.
Yeah.
What is
We
it?
don't care what the movie is. We just want to get to the club.
Yeah.
No? And smell all that ice cream and all that stuff, no? All those uncles smoking their cigarettes and all that cigarette smoke and ice cream and all that,
I think,
heady.
Mahesh, we should have at least once a month, this get together on
Yes.
a day, which is at a time which is even convenient to the Australians and the New Zealanders. So
Then we have to do it early morning, Ramni. We have to do it early morning.
No,
5 o'clock.
because even if we have it at 5 o'clock in the evening, it's okay. That's 9, 10. That's okay. 11 is okay. My cousin in Australia also should come. We have 5. We should have. So we should decide to have once, maybe just once a month at least. Even if 30, 20 people meet, doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yes. No, you can.
Like actually, when we see each other, it's like as if you got so much energy around you.
Correct.
I feel
True,
so
true.
energized now when I see everyone.
Yes.
I think we are stuck in
Priya says
time.
weekend.
Priyanka is saying weekend. We'll have on
Weekend,
Saturday.
yeah.
We'll have on Saturday. Is it okay,
Yes.
Saturday?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
5:30.
yeah,
Yeah, that's just fine.
Australia, New Zealand also will join. You know, we should have,
Yes.
yeah, we should plan and then we'll have fun. Okay, so that
Yeah,
we
we'll
can,
plan next time.
as many as can catch up, right?
Yes.
And for me, it's easy to schedule a Zoom meeting. No problem.
Saturdays, I don't think the others will be free, maybe.
Who?
All day.
the
Munna, Mahesh,
Oh,
they are,
correct.
it's a working day for them.
No, Saturday they are off. No,
Saturday.
Friday, Saturday.
Oh, Friday,
Okay,
Saturday.
but I'm on
Ah,
You're on
shift,
shift,
so I'll
no?
manage. It's okay. At least from my office, I try to stay with you.
okay.
Okay.
So all the kids also. So what happens is the kids also should connect so that they are next generation, no? They are family
Yes.
of the next generation. So they good.
Yeah.
No, see, like people like me, our kid, my kids and all are all married and settled.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are
So
least
your
interested. They'll tell me, you and Yadapak go, go for a ride and come. My son will always, at least my son knows little of Yardapak, okay? My daughter hasn't seen Yardapak at all. My son has seen Yardapak. He knows Mahesh, he knows Chandu and all very well. Yeah, my son knows, but my daughter
Raja,
doesn't
no,
know.
Raja.
Raja, yeah. So Raja has played in little bit in Yardapak and all that, but my daughter doesn't know anything about Yardapak or Javanagar. She knows because my parents stayed there, but otherwise she doesn't know Vizag as much.
So we'll catch up sometime.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Mahesh.
Bye.
Gautam,
Take care,
Bye.
Mahesh.
Padma.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye,
babes.
Bye.
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 Bye. Take care. God bless.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless you all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, Ma. Bye. Bye.
Bye, Priyanka.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.